Thank you for choosing the SNL Fan Podcast. And I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And in this installment of the SNL Fan Podcast, what I want to do is talk about the top 5 SNL cast members of the 2012-2013 season. If you heard the previous podcast, the previous SNL Fan Podcast, what I did was I ranked 13 through 6. So definitely check that out if you want to know who was ranked in 13th place and who was ranked in 6th place. And before I do that, actually, you know what? I'm going to actually reveal who I said was 6th place in the last, in the last podcast. If you haven't went back and heard it, Kate McKinnon was at number 6. All right, I ranked Kate McKinnon at number 6. And then moving forward, I'm gonna go 5 through 1. And so Kate McKinnon got 6th place. So I'm gonna tell you who got 5th place. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to ACM Records. ACM Records is a large independent record label with plenty of talented recording artists on their roster. They have music from all genres. They have hip hop, R&B, gospel, rock, alternative, industrial metal, techno, pop. They have all genres of music, and every single last one of the artists that are signed to the label are very talented. There's no weak link on the label. Every you should just go to ACM Records and just buy out their whole catalog if you can. I definitely recommend it. Every song I've heard, everything I've heard come out of that label. The people who run it, they have very good ear for talent, and I strongly co-sign ACM Records. I'm also going to put the links in the information box below so you can check out ACM Records for yourself. And I'm going to put the official website in there so you can check out all the different music and different artists that are on the label. And I'm also going to put their promotional blog down there as well, the ACM Records promotional. Not ACM Records promo blog, acmrecordsblog.blogspot.com. I'll put the links down there so you can check it out for yourself. But it's banging regardless, Okay, and that's all I like to say about that. Definitely check out ACM Records. Now let me move on with this podcast at number 5, in 5th place. And I think a lot of you guys will probably agree with me, or you probably rank them a little higher. You probably put them in 3rd or something like that. But I'm putting them in 5th place. At number 5, Taran Killam goes at number 5. Taran Killam, he's definitely a strong performer, and I know next season he's definitely going to be one of the stronger, leading performers. Taran Killam is kind of morphing and kind of turning into a Will Ferrell a little bit, like the way he does. At first I was thinking Taran Killam was going to end up being kind of like a straight man or something like that. Just based on how he looked, not pretty much on his performance. And based on, his previous things I knew him from. Not that he was a straight man on any of those, but I thought that he was going to go on SNL and pretty much be just some guy, But he's really becoming like the funny guy, like that really funny, kind of guy that you need in the skits and stuff like that. He's more of a physical comedian in my opinion, because he puts his whole body into it, like his movements, his facial expressions, the things he does with his hands. That's the thing about Taran Killam. He puts extra things in there. Or he kind of moves his head a certain way. That's what you got to do. Taran Killam is a guy that moves funny, and he's good at impersonations too. Taran Killam is just multi-talented, and I want to see more of his talent next season. I know he's going to definitely become a household name if people aren't saying his name already. So definitely for 5th place, I say Taran Killam. So I know what you're thinking. If you're thinking, well, dang, if Taran Killam is in 5th place, then wow, who's next? Okay. Next, in 4th place, and even though this person is a featured cast member, this person has done a lot on the show in their first year. So you probably already know who I'm talking about. Cecily Strong. I don't tell me. Well, if you agree or disagree, feel free to post your comments. And put your definitely say what you want to say. But Cecily Strong goes in fourth place. Her performance on SNL has just been, she's just, I don't know, she's been hitting home runs, and she's been doing a lot of great things in her first season. Her first two episodes were kind of but just, Cecily Strong is like that go-to female for everything now. Cecily, I think in a few episodes, Cecily played all the females in it. kind of like Kristen Wiig. Well, actually, Kristen Wiig last season, before, the 2011-2012 season, Kristen Wiig pretty much played Kristen Wiig played everybody, even the guys. But definitely Cecily Strong is just becoming that. She's mostly been in supporting roles, but she's been the best at it, and I think her performance actually was better than Taran Killam's. Cecily did her thing, man. She really did her thing, and she's hot too. She's hot. Wow. Not too many. And I hate to. I'm just call a spade a spade. Not too many hot women are funny like that. Let's be honest. You can't name too many. You can name some, but you can't. You're not gonna name like 50 very attractive women, and you're not gonna name that. You probably name 50 unattractive women who are very funny. but and at least half of them were on SNL. But you can't, But Cecily Strong is very attractive and very funny, and that's not why she got the number 4, the fourth place. Her performance is what got her there, So if you're saying, dang, if Cecily was at number 4, who you got at number 3? Now I want to set this up for number 3. A lot of you guys, this is gonna break the podcast. The podcast is gonna crack in half because there's gonna be so many people either pressing the dislike button, or they're gonna send so many comments disagreeing. Because I know a lot of you guys will disagree with me at the number 3 spot. You're gonna disagree, but I'm gonna break it down though, and I'm gonna defend it why this person goes at number 3. At the number 3 spot on SNL and this is just for the 2012-2013 season. Now, this person's been on the show before, for a while. If we did like his first or second, or maybe I guess his first 5 seasons, this person would be probably ranked somewhere at the bottom. But in the 2012-2013 season, this person is at number 3, and it's not because the rest of the cast sucks or anything, or it's not because he's better than the rest of the cast. He's actually not even as talented as the rest of the cast. I want to say that. But it's just that this particular season, this particular person this person made me laugh, had a lot of juicy roles, and just did a lot of eye-popping, amazing things in the cast. On the show. Who goes at the number 3? The third. Dang, I'm tongue-tied. Okay, let me stop. At the number 3 spot, we have Kenan Thompson. Kenan Thompson at number 3. What? How did you rank Kenan Thompson higher than Taran Killam? How did Kenan Thompson rank higher than any of the people that you ranked lower than him? Kenan Thompson at number 3? No. You done bumped your head. Kenan Thompson don't go at number 3. He sucks. That's what you guys are saying. And you're kind of halfway right, in my opinion. Kenan Thompson is not that good of a cast member overall in comparison to the talent the rest of them has. But you got to admit, this 2012, even the 2011, 2012, and the 2013 season of SNL, he has been knocking out some good stuff. If you don't like Kenan now, or if you didn't like Kenan these last 2 seasons, you just personally don't like him. I don't want to say you're racist or anything like that, because a lot of black people don't like him either. But I think the reason why a lot of people don't like Kenan, in my opinion, is they still have Nickelodeon stuck in their mind. They still have Keenan and Kel. They still have all the little kids movies he's done and all the little cartoons and all the little things. They have all that stuck in their mind, you know. And then when he came to SNL, they're like, "Oh, this guy, that Keenan." No, not, you know, so it's, people already had a premeditated hate towards Keenan when he joined the cast of SNL. You know, they already had their mind made up about Keenan, that he wasn't going to be good, he wasn't going to be funny, you know. And as he you know, as he stayed on the show, a lot of people were just like, "Oh yeah, look at him, he's not good, he's not good." But he had some good things here and there, but I just have to say his last 2 seasons on SNL, he has improved so much. He has improved. Like, like I actually want to see Keenan for another 2 seasons if he keeps performing like this. Because I felt the same way most of you guys felt when Keenan joined the cast of SNL. I kind of was like, what? Him? No, he's not. Kenan Thompson, no. He's not that guy. He's not that great. I mean, I was kind of excited when I found out he was joining the cast of SNL because I remembered him from Keenan and Kel and stuff like that. And I always like seeing familiar faces on SNL, like when Chris Elliot joined the cast, and you know, when Amy Poehler joined, I remembered her from Upright Citizen Brigade, and you know, the Rob Schneider. What's that Rob Schneider movie? The movie where the Deuce Bigalow, yeah. You know, and so I was like, yeah. I like it when SNL brings people I'm familiar. And Finesse Mitchell, I remember him from BET Comic View. Yeah, I used to watch that. And Finesse, that thing he did about Starkeisha and Appreciante and all that, he used to do that in his act. I remember that. That's how I remember him. And because he made a joke about his name too, like, "Oh, my name is Finesse, and you know, you either got to be you either gonna be a rapper or a hairdresser with that name." I remember that joke. But yeah, going back to Keenan though. If you don't like Keenan right now, you're just hating, because he just undeniably had some of the better stuff this season, and he's not the best. He's not. I mean, okay, like, look, here's what I was saying. I know I ranked him above Taran Killam. Actually, I think Taran Killam is funnier than Keenan. Taran Killam is funnier and a better performer than Kenan Thompson. However, last season, Kenan Thompson made me laugh and did better things on the show than Taran Killam. You know, you know what? I just want to say this. In the last podcast, Fred Armisen ranked very low. I didn't put Fred Armisen high up on the list. But Fred Armisen is actually a better performer than the people who are, you know, above him, that I ranked above him in the list. So I guess you're saying, okay, why are you ranking people based on this? Like I said, I'm only banking. Oh my God, I need to go to sleep or something. I'm only ranking people based on their last season performance. I'm not adding up what they did in previous seasons. I'm not going by their movie appearances. I'm not going by their overall impact on the show. I'm not doing that. I'm ranking them strictly based on their 2012, 2013 performance. I'm not adding anything. I'm not saying, well, this person was funny in that movie. No. I'm not doing anything like that. Or this person was funny in the last 5 seasons. No, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm only strictly ranking the last season and their performance on the last season. So if Bill Hader sucked last season, he wouldn't rank so high. See what I'm saying? But I'd still say, well, Bill Hader's one of the best, but last season he didn't do so good. But Bill Hader did, though. And he definitely is in the top 5. So I guess there's only 2 people left. I already talked about Keenan. There's more I want to say about him because I really want to defend that. I know a lot of you guys are going to make video responses or something, or write me. Stop. You know, I want to say this too before I move go into the next 2 people. Please, I like it when you guys write me personal messages. That's great. But chew me out on the comment section. I want you. We need an open discussion. Don't talk to me one on one. Well, yeah, talk to me one on one. That's fine. But I prefer if you're gonna say just some guy named Jay, I don't agree with you. This guy's not funny. Or just some guy named Jay. I don't know what show you were looking at, but that last episode that was pretty weak, and you ranked it really good. Post it in the comments, please. Post in the comments. Let's have an open discussion. Share with the class. You know, I mean, it's cool if you want to email me too. I'll still read them. I'll still reply. But I would like for you guys to to talk junk to me on the comment section and not in my inbox like that. All right. Okay. Now let's go on to the next two people. At number 2, you guys know who the number 2 and number 1 spot goes to. Number 2 goes to Jason Sudeikis. Jason Sudeikis at number 2, and I almost ranked him at number 1. Almost ranked him. I almost did it because he did some of his funny during the presidential election. He did a lot of funny stuff. His Mitt Romney was good. He had a lot of funny skits. He did a lot of great things this season. And I hate to see him go. I think he might come back for another season. I think he should, because I think now that Bill is gone and he's like the senior guy, I know he's gonna go out with a bang. And especially since Kristen Wiig's no longer there, he could definitely get some airtime. And plus he has movies coming out. He has some things to plug himself. Jason Sudeikis, I think he's going to be like the biggest, he's going to be the biggest star next season, And believe me, they do need some familiar faces next season since Bill and Fred are leaving. They're going to need some guys who look familiar to people who's going to look into the next season, in my opinion. But Jason Sudeikis, he really did his thing. And that kind of goes without saying. He usually does do his thing. Okay, now what's next? The number 1 spot. And I don't really even have to defend it. You all know who go. You all know who goes at number 1. I don't even need to really set this up. But I am going to, put a little pause in there, though. Here. So listen to this pause for a minute. Okay. Now listen to another pause. All right. Now, we're done with the pauses. You know who goes at number 1 because I pretty much said every cast member's name except Seth Meyers. But I told you Seth Meyers wasn't going to get ranked because he only does Weekend Update. Bill Hader at number 1. Bill Hader. The best SNL cast member of the 2012-2013 season. And I don't even need to tell you why. You already know. And I know all you guys agree with me. Probably a troll or something is probably going to not agree with me. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure everybody agrees that Bill Hader goes at the number 1 spot. So let's recap. All right? I'm going to go through them real fast. Number 13, Tim Robinson. Number 12, Vanessa Bayer. Number 11, Fred Armisen. Number 10, Nasim Pedrad. Number 9, Aidy Bryant. Number 8, Jay Pharaoh. Number 7, Bobby Moynihan. Number 6, Kate McKinnon. Number 5, Taran Killam. Number 4, Cecily Strong. Number 3, Keenan Thompson. Number 2, Jason Sudeikis. Number 1, Bill Hader. And like I said, I was only ranking for the 2012-2013 season. If we did like some kind of overall thing, Keenan Thompson wouldn't have been at number 3, of course. But neither Cecily Strong wouldn't have been at number 4 either. Because just for her being new. But like I said, and Fred Armisen would have been a lot higher. He would have been closer to Jason and Bill. But like I said, I was only ranking 2000. They're only like if I've never seen them in anything else but SNL for the 2012-2013 season, I was only going by that. All right. And I just have to reiterate that. I have to just keep restating that because a lot of you guys don't pay attention, and don't really sometimes don't get what I'm saying. I guess it's my fault. I really don't. I guess I don't articulate it or really convey the message as well as it should be conveyed. But that's all I'd like to say. Before I wrap this up, I want to give another shout out to ACM Records. Check out the music on their label. You have music for all genres. Whatever you're into, rock, pop, techno, merengue, salsa. Yeah, they have that too. All that. Industrial metal, all that stuff. And they're great. All the artists are great. I'm gonna put the links in the information box below. And that's all I'd like to say. I'm just some guy named Jay. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.